Well, hello, my amazingly beautiful friend, Miss Cornelia. My name is Libra Empress, and I'm going to be doing your personal free tarot reading, if that's alright with you. Now, I'd like to thank you for not only becoming a part of our family, our zodiac family, but also for your patience in waiting for your tarot reading. I really appreciate that. Alright, now let's get started, shall we? Oh, and happy belated birthday. I was hoping to get this out by your birthday, but I didn't, so I'm sorry. Ahead of you, you see three piles. Left is your past, the middle is your current, and the right is your possible future. Now remember, when we get to the future is not set in stone. It can change anytime you so choose it, alright? Now, I have a fourth pile here that will tie in all your energies from past, present, and possible future. Then we will do your number, which is 22. So I'll be pulling 22 cards from each of my deck after shuffling. And then from there, we'll do the layouts. Alright? You don't have to worry about waiting for me to shuffle or anything. I can put you on pause and do that. That way I'm not wasting your time. So, past energy. Is that you're having a bit of a challenge. I think it has a lot to do with this Aries, Leo, or Sag. I believe that they were stealing from you, sabotaging you in one way or another, especially in regards to your Nine of Cups. I apologize for the background noise. My kid's on the game system. Alright. Currently, you're in collaboration in regards to what you're juggling and struggling. But what you're doing right now is going to pay off because you're going to gain victory, right? Gain recognition for your hard work and success. And you are going to be stepping into the Cancer energy of the Chariot, which is moving on and moving on up. That's awesome. You're working so hard. Alright, your possible future is that you are working really hard on your skills. But there is a bit of a player, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, that's trying to actually do something strings attached with you. But you don't like strings attached. So you're going to probably avoid that, and you're going to be celebrating your prosperity by yourself. Alright? Now, the fourth pile is you have options. Especially when you step into the Queen of Swords. So you're very intelligent, sharp-tongued, and unscrupulous lady. But you're being very observant around your surroundings. And something that you've seen kind of throws you into a bit of a mini hermit mode, right? Rest, retreat, recovery. You're kind of there to like lick your wound and then get up and go again. But right now you're just kind of taking time for you. And I think it's because you're in the middle of introspecting whether or not you should continue on with what you're doing. So, basically, you're getting everything you want out of the situation, but you're not getting what your needs are met, okay? And your needs need to be met. So you're going to be branching off and becoming an entrepreneur. Alright. Now, let's see what my Jane Austen deck has to tell me about what's going on with your story. So you are at the bottom of the deck, awakening to someone's betrayal, right? You were very generous, though, to them, even though you were discovering that what you really wanted was your life to be more positive. So you decided on the spot that you were going to move on from troubled relationships and, transition yourself, all while preparing to take what was yours, which was your happiness. Now, this revelation came as you stepped into the Empress mode, right? You thought, I want to branch off and use my creativity to grow, not just within but without as well. So you're planning on changing the world. And you're looking for security so you can accomplish those goals, alright? And you're keeping your shit a mystery. Alright. Now you're keeping your stuff as a mystery because you're planning on heading with courage, being more assertive with courage towards your stability. But there is temptation, and you can see it from a mile away, right? You're gaining clarity while contemplating about a lover. You're very perceptive, though. Very, very. Especially when you want to adapt and transform. But you're taking things in moderation and paying more attention to your intuition and trying to find balance. And you know that there's going to be disappointment, especially once you make an effort. But it's not going to adhere you from sharing what you need to with the world. Alright? And you are waiting. Definitely awaiting. You're waiting to be more You're waiting for... So you're very charming, right? And you are keeping your emotions under check. But I think what you're mostly waiting for is your material wealth. And you're going to be grown within and moving on into the Fool card because you know you've got options. You do. But you're overcoming a lot of anxiety to get there and looking for quality over quantity. And you're being very cautious, especially in regards to your emperor. Alright? But you are going to be sharing your introspection and rejecting anything that doesn't serve your energy. Because all you want to do is complete what you've got to do. Complete your tasks so that you can claim your destiny. Celebrate the fact that you still have hope and wish fulfillment in regards to your skills. Alright, let's discuss the bottom of the zombie tarot deck. So you were dealing with a bit of a betrayal, right? Especially in regards to wanting to give your cup of love to someone. So you took it back as the Empress. And you decided, even though you love them, you need to make a decision. So you decided to throw your empathy within that decision-making process. And you were waiting on news and whether someone was going to come and rescue you. And ultimately, that was your wish fulfillment. So you traveled and, expanded. Not, when it says that you're traveling, you can travel anywhere. It doesn't mean that you're leaving your state or anything. You could just be traveling to the fridge to get, a glass of milk. But you are paying attention to your intuition and receiving a high five from the undead, which will leave you with wealth, contentment, and family. Right? 2 tens there. Peace, contentment, and family. Wealth, family, contentment. Yeah. Now, there was at one point toxic energy that left you kind of struggling and juggling, but you were waiting for the cavalry to arrive, but they didn't. Who arrived was the Emperor, which is you. Okay, you stepped into your Emperor mode. Right, you leveled up your male energy within you. Okay, and you fought for what's yours. You said your peace became stubborn, and you learned some lessons, especially in regards to passion. From that passion, you said what you had to say, but it kept making you indecisive, so you called judgment on it. All right. All right. Let's discuss 22 from each deck. All right. So I'm gonna do the 22 cards, and then I'm gonna show you the bottom of the deck. And this is how I'm gonna do all my layouts, just like this. All right. Now you have hope, especially in Aquarius, right? Wish fulfillment, and I think it has a lot to do with this person who loves you from afar. Could be just a person on the other end of the veil. Now you are very creative, and it shows in the fact that you have your Nine of Cups. You're getting everything you wish. In regards to your material wealth, you are going to have a bit of a tower moment, okay? But it could be a good tower moment. It all depends on if your glass is half full or half empty, alright, my beautiful Cornelia? Now, in regards to your security, there is temptation that's kind of pulling pulling at it. Does that make sense? So you're also keeping your emotional emotions in control on the outside, but on the inside you're a wreck. You're feeling like a shit ton of anxiety. Now there is temptation, but you are ending that. Okay? You are going to have a revelation and you're going to want to give your cup to someone you love. But it just isn't that person who thinks that they're going to get your cup of love. It's going to be whoever you choose, because ultimately you were given free will, right? So you are going to be sharing a lot of responsibilities and burdens with someone struggling. Right now, you are going to be happy, but you're a little bit stuck in your head. And by being stuck in your head, you went in hermit mode where you're pampering yourself. Now, you're thinking a lot about this Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, who's a bit of a player in my deck. Okay? So you're preparing to make a choice. You're rejecting possibly an Aries, Leo, or Sag. Now, you have many options. And one of them is that you can't see past your grief towards them, alright? Now, it could be meaning that someone passed away that was close to you, and if that be the case, I'm so sorry. Alright? There's a lot of people surrounded you, if that's the case, that they see what you're going through, but they don't understand what you're going through. And this shows that a loved one is watching you, not to mention, where did I see him at? That loved one there, too. Alright? Now you're having the courage to say some shit and shake some people's world up. So you are becoming the fool and heading towards your wish fulfillment. Making an effort to not be as indecisive, right? You're taking everybody's worries and concerns into consideration, but you decided that even as charming as they were, you were going to be rescued. You aren't going to, you're going to keep hope and enlightenment, right? Now, as for your traditions, you're going to call judgment on that. You're going to keep what you believe close to your heart. And you are waiting, Scorpio energy, Hangman. You're waiting for your heart to stop aching. Alright. Now, you are collaborating with the justice system in one way or another. Now, if it's not in real-time justice system, it could just mean that God's hearing your praise, or prayers, praise and prayers. He's hearing you and calling judgment for you, okay, in the form of karma, right? And you are seeking stability by starting fresh, moving to what serves you. And obviously it's going to be a challenge for you to be able to sit down with someone you've had issues with, but you're going to be able to pull that off, like, no joke. Now, bottom of the decks is that you are accomplishing a lot by going mini hermit mode and taking care of you. Okay, let's move on to the first spread, Broken Heart spread. Alright, the first spread is the Broken Heart spread. Now, the central issue of your relationship is energy, clarified by the Three of Swords. So, you don't know if you have the energy to keep dealing with heartache. How you see the other person is you see them as not only your new beginning, but someone who brought a tower moment. How they see you is they see you as someone who's very charming, but as someone who's willing to sever ties. Okay? The unknown influences on your relationship is that you're paying attention to your intuition, especially when you're sleeping, but you're also paying attention to your surroundings and you're feeling very anxious, like you're having financial loss and poverty. Where you want the relationship to go is you want more security, right? And you want to gain recognition, hard work, and skills with this person. You want victory with them. Who can help you is sadly yourself, and you might be disappointed that you won't be able to reach that level, because you've got to take care of yourself before you can expect someone else to, you know, help you. Now, the challenges in your relationship is obviously a challenge. It's a challenge to reach that Nine of Cups. Now, the outcome of your relationship is that you are making an effort, and you are going to, turn heads. You're making an effort. At least you're doing something, right? But is it what you really want? Bottom of the deck is you're finding balance with knowledge. Okay? Alright, the gravestone spread is what's up next. The central question in your life is a lot to do with your material wealth, and you are fighting and quarreling and competing for your livelihood. Now, the unforeseen forces acting on that is your creativity and the fact that you are able to balance out everything. Even though you're juggling, you're waiting for the cavalry to arrive. How other people affect you is they're being more assertive, traveling towards you, especially this Aries, Leo, or Sag. Now, the circumstances affecting your life is that you are going to be celebrating the fact that you reached the Emperor mode. Who or what is available to help you is that you're going to be adapting to the fact that this Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo can help you. Does that make sense? Or does it sound like a tongue twister? So, it's not only you who can help you, because you are going to be reaching out, or this person's going to be reaching towards you to say, hey, well, if you need a job, this place is hiring. If you need food, here's a place that gives away food. If you need shelter or money for rent, boom. If you need a car, here you go. Okay? The outcome of this question is that you're going to keep your emotions under control while making a decision. Bottom of the deck is that you are going to introspect, go into hermit mode, and decide how best to deal with a situation, right? You're being called to use your heart in that decision-making process. Alright, let's move on to the eyeball spread. Now, last month you had a lot of love with your lover, but you were completing a lot while paying a lot of attention to them, right? This month, which is October still, is that you had to make a choice, and you chose this Aries, Leo, or Sag, right? Or you chose to care. First week of this month, you were contemplating your responsibilities. The second week, you were preparing to be the Empress. Third week, that you didn't lose hope in the fact that you were going to start something new. Okay? The fourth week is you knew there was going to be betrayal within a group effort, collaboration, and you avoided that. Next month is you're going to be claiming your destiny. Alright? And moving towards the sun, having hope. Bottom of the deck is you are transitioning and making a decision. Kind of a difficult decision, but albeit you're making a decision. Let's move on to the next spread, which is the severed head spread. Now, the primary issue in your life is that you are discovering that you're not going to put up with anybody's bullshit. In the distant past, you had a bit of a mystery to solve, and the mystery was that you were keeping what you wanted to do quiet. You were keeping your goals, your aspirations, you're ambitious, you're keeping this quiet. You knew you weren't getting what you wanted out of, or You knew you weren't getting what you needed out of a situation. Okay, the recent past is that you sought stability, but you also were making a lot of sacrifices. Currently, you're working your ass off and making peace with people who deserve a kick in the head. In your immediate future, you will be rejecting. You'll be rejecting someone, and it'll be because you've been paying attention to your dreams. The factors that will affect the outcome of the issue will be that you will use caution, especially in regards to celebrating. Now, the overall outcome is that you're going to be accomplishing what you've been so patiently waiting and progressing with. Alright? Bottom of the deck, you're working your ass off, building and honing in your skills like Jane Austen there, right? And you're going to tell some fuckers off. You're going to tell them where the bear shits. But you also know, as a Libra, a beautiful Libra, I keep sliding off my chair and getting stuck. You know, as a beautiful Libra, that you gotta be careful and watch what you say and how you say it to whoever you're saying it to, because you know that your words can be misconstrued so many times, and damn, if we all are sick of misunderstandings and whatnot, right? You're going through a lot. And I think at times you feel a little bit alone, okay? Because your wit is unmatched. I also feel that watching these tarot videos, watching a lot of them, you can connect with the reader because they know what they like throw out things that can really kind of spark you, right? You know what I mean? Where you feel like they know you better than anybody else in the world, but they don't. You know you better than anyone in the world. I also feel that, actually, I wanted to show you something before I end this. I'm going to show you something. I believe you're the one who asked me how to read your own. You're an aspiring tarot reader, right? You're able to guide. A lot of tarot readers cannot read their own tarot. Okay, I'm going to clear your energy from my deck. From both. Put my energy into it, and I'll show you what's going on in my life. Hold on. There we go. It's really busy in my area for dashing. Hear all that and beeping. Beep, 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 beep. I had to sign in and put it on pause. Alright. Okay, let me get these shuffled. Put my energy into this deck too. I'll show you. Okay, then sit here and be quiet. Are you talking about hearing the TV? Oh, hear me do this? Okay, then watch too. You can learn as well. And you can be like mini tarot reader on YouTube. Can't shuffle. My hands are so small. Alright. Okay. In the past, I had the courage to want quality over quantity. But in the future, I'm going to be very cautious. Bottom of the deck, generosity. Okay, this is my reading. It depends on how you do it. This is the 3-card spread, but I actually adapted it to my own, if that makes sense. So I add clarifiers. Alright. see what's been going on in my life. Now, a lot of tarot readers, they can't read their own, and it also has to do with the fact that they're unaware of where they're at in life, okay? I'm just gonna probably... No, I'll do it. Doing the fourth pile. We all know that the third pile is the possible future and that we can avoid that anytime we want. Okay. Oops. Throwing cards all over the place. Alright, almost done with my deck. Ooh. Okay. Bottom of the deck. I'll explain each. Okay, past energy. I had the courage to overcome a lot of toxicity. I have a toxic stalker. Okay? But I didn't let that hold me back. And I made an effort and I progressed, even though he tried to bring me down. And I became victorious, right? He tried to, if you won't be with me, then I'm gonna ruin your fucking life. Bullshit right there. That sucks. Now, I want quality out of life. Currently, I am struggling and juggling. I have many options, okay? Which means I'm struggling with work and doing these personal tarot readings and taking care of my disabled child who talks a lot and trying to keep a roof over my head, okay? And I have options, okay? I turned on monetization so I get paid for these videos. Even if I'm doing these for free for you, YouTube's paying me for the commercials, okay? I'm working as a DoorDasher. You know, I'm trying to appease everyone. And then I am working with an Aries, Leo, or Sag. So my husband's a Sagittarius, right? And he can at times be very optimistic, but I'm entrepreneuring as well. Okay? I'm in this energy where I'm not going to let shit hold me back. Now the possible future is that I'm being cautious. I don't put everything on the internet. That's why when you look at my Facebook, you don't see my date of birth, nothing, or where I live. My card, Libra, I could be going to court, fighting for what's mine, and calling judgment. I'm cautious with what I say and how I say it to whoever I'm saying it to, okay? I don't air my laundry out on the internet, you know, on my YouTube or my Facebook, because I am being watched. That's why when I did these, I asked for you to give me your sign so that you knew that I knew you weren't my stalker on his fake profile. I was stuck in a Three of Swords situation in the past, right? Not because I wanted to be, but because I was kind of thrown into it, and we all make choices, right? And I felt like I was being fought over like that. Crawling away from one Sagittarius to another. I learned control to keep my mouth shut, especially in court, and keep my senses strong, if that makes sense. I learned that I could cry There's this one reader, she's like, oh, it's kind of like white girl syndrome where they all cry. I don't like that analogy, okay? Not all white girls cry like that and whine and get their way. That's racist in the most worst possible way, and I don't like any of that on my channel. And I unsubscribed from her too. Not because I'm super sensitive, it's just I got tired of it. Like, I want everybody to be happy and peaceful, right? I kept my emotions under check while he cried and got out of his ticket. He's the partier. I left him behind, even though he is not a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Okay? He's a Sagittarius. I had a loss. Not only am I mourning my best friend who was shot in the back of the head 11 years ago, but I'm kind of processing the fact that my mom's got stage 4 stomach cancer that has spread to the outside of her intestines. So I'm dealing with that loss and dealing with working hard, but I could be dealing with a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo as well. Distant, hardworking businessman, just trying to keep my shit together. Probably a lawyer. Keeping the courage, making the difficult decisions, whether I want to or not. I'm generous, but I know that someone's watching me and wants to betray me. I'm trying to keep my energy up. I'm sick. In so many ways, I'm unhealthy. I pay attention to my intuition, and I've been awakening up, especially in regards to my dreams. I am preparing, though. I'm preparing to use charm and overcome my anxiety, so I try to keep a smile on my face when inside I'm a wreck. I have been waiting to collaborate with my emperor and keeping my emotions under control while I work my ass off. Alright, and I'm being more assertive in my traditions and creativity. I want stability, so I'm contemplating all my options and making a fresh start, even if it has to do with me stepping into the Justice card, right? I am transforming and rejecting anything that doesn't serve me in the form of me making an effort. I know that happiness is around the corner, even though I have to adapt to the fact that no one is going to be able to know the mystery as best as I, because I am the one who's writing it. I don't have the energy to be positive all the time, but I'm trying to find clarity in that while seeking my wish fulfillment and working hard, moving to brighter pastures, right? And I have a lover, but sometimes I have to go within and be more perceptive in regards to my material wealth, which I should be paying attention to him, but I'm trying to complete my tasks and knowing that there's a disappointment around the corner in regards to my challenges, and I'm taking everything in moderation, but ultimately all I can think about is sharing my help or my happiness with everybody and accomplishments. And I'm going to be celebrating the fact that I am the Empress and that I am growing within and discovering that I don't want temptation, especially in regards to a revelation that's hitting my way. Okay? So ultimately, I'm trying to have the courage, okay, to seek quality friends, quality life, and I'm being cautious about it. I'm creating something that's going to shake the course of reality, and I'm making sure that when I make decisions, I'm going to use my heart in that process and know that deceased loved ones, are watching me. Not to mention, I have a hard stalker watching me too. Now I am moving away or constantly moving, traveling, dropping food off with everybody, but in my head, I'm trying to take care of me best I can and get my 9 of Cups. And I know that by sitting down with someone I haven't sat down with in a while and talk, I'll be able to subside that anxiety and hopelessness that I feel within. And even though I'm dissatisfied, I will seek my inner self in order to know when I can sacrifice myself and when I can't, and know that I'm going to be transitioning from one end to another cycle, and making a choice. And yes, I need growth, and I probably need to move on from a troubled relationship, right? But ultimately, I have to pay attention to my intuition and know that I am going to succeed and get my favorite card, the High Five from the Undead. Alright, I hope that helped. I just told you my spread with yours. Shh, don't tell anybody. Alright, I love you, my beautiful, beautiful friend, Cornelia. You have such a beautiful name. And I hope you enjoyed the picture that I picked out for you. It was so beautiful. I thought of you instantly. Alright? You stay safe and know that I appreciate you and love you. And if ever you need anything, I am always, always, always here, alright? Bye, my beautiful friend.